Good afternoon and welcome to another episode of Richard Bakes Bread with his bread machine. Wonderful! Today's recipe is my Christmas spiced malted fruit loaf. It's a bit of a mouthful to say that, bit of a mouthful to eat as well once it's baked. Luscious with lashings of butter, toasted with a cup of tea for afternoon tea. Or morning tea, breakfast. This is based on a recipe that I've used a few times now and served it to several friends who've thoroughly enjoyed it. It was basically a sultana loaf recipe that I've pimped with Christmas spices and lemon zest to give it that seasonal feel. Yes, so without further ado, let's go into the kitchen and have a little look. So, I'm in the kitchen now. Let's have a look at the ingredients. I'm not going to state the amounts at this stage. I will put all the amounts in the description box so you can see exactly what you need to use for this bread maker recipe. Let's whiz through the ingredients. Wholemeal bread flour, white bread flour, dried mixed fruit. You can use sultanas on their own, but I'm using mixed fruit for a more seasonal flavour. Water, milk, bread maker yeast, the zest of a small lemon, olive oil, vanilla extract, mixed spice, cinnamon, malt extract, honey and black treacle. Let's pop this into the bread maker pan and get it on the go. Now with the Panasonic bread maker, the dry ingredients go in first. And what I tend to do is put the pan onto a tea towel so it doesn't scratch my worktop. And I like to spoon things in gently so they don't splash up the sides of the pan. You want everything to sort of be in the bottom of the pan. So let's add the flour first. And I put the paddle in as well, remember? You leave the paddle out, nothing's going to happen. I saw a review online actually and it said this bread maker's terrible. Nothing happened. And the person said, did you put the paddle in? And they said, no. What paddle? And also, I don't load the pan when the pan is in the machine because I don't want spillage on the inside of the machine because that will, build up over time. Let's pop that in like that and make the inside of the machine dirty, and I don't really want that because it would be fiddly to clean. So that's the wholemeal. Let's pop the white flour in. Final bit of white flour. What I'm going to do is just agitate that slightly, just gently without touching the sides of the machine, just to mix the flour together a little bit. I'm going to add the spices, the lemon zest, the oil, the vanilla extract, gorgeous carp. The next thing to add is the black treacle and the malt and the honey. Let's start with the malt extract. Now it's a dessert spoon of each, and I like to say a generous dessert spoon. So there goes the malt extract, all gooey and gorgeous. Now what I do with each of the spoons that I'm dispensing the malt, the treacle and the honey, I'm going to put them into the jug with the water so it dissolves some of this excess off so I don't miss out on any of that gorgeousness. Look at that colour. Just divine. It's like a sunset. Wow, sunset in the spoon. Come on, Richard. So into the water with that one. Now the black treacle. Look at that. Oh, wow. Again, it's generous. Don't skimp on these ingredients. Oh, look at that gorgeousness. That is just beautiful. Again, into your water with that spoon. And finally, the honey. Now, the honey is quite solid, so what I'm going to do is just encourage it to separate out a little bit. Could use runny honey, but I haven't got any runny honey. It should be fine once it's mixed in. You could warm it in the microwave, I guess. So here goes the water with the remnants of the treacle and malt. Pour it down the side. And then the milk. Again, pour it down the side. So that's all the ingredients that go into the bowl. The final ingredients will be the dried fruit and the yeast, which will go into the dispensers. So let's put this into the machine and finish the last ingredients in the dispensers. Secure it and close the lid. So we've got the yeast dispenser here and we've got the fruit dispenser. Now we've got approximately 170 grams of dried mixed fruit. Now this will take just about 170 grams. I know this from experience because I've baked a fruit loaf quite a number of times, but you have to cram the fruit in. I do gently press the fruit down, just gently with the back of the spoon, and that should be fine in my experience. It says not to overload and for it not to be too proud, but in my experience so far it's been fine like this, fully loaded. So the final ingredient is a teaspoon of bread maker yeast. So this is yeast especially for bread makers. Into the dispenser. Wipe up any excess, any spillage, and then close the lid. The program I'm using on this machine is the basic raisin number 3, which takes 4 hours as indicated on the display. It needs to be, for this recipe, a large, and I don't know whether I can select the colour of the crust. That's a sort of medium colour crust. That's everything. We can press go. Now, as I said before, very often you will not hear anything when you press go because it's at its rest phase. And basically it's bringing everything up to temperature together and then it will start kneading. So we'll come back in a few hours and see the result. So the machine is beeping at me, telling me that it's ready. So let's open the lid and see what we've got. Ooh, it's risen. It looks like it's baked. Let's turn it out and see how it is. Ooh, looks good. It looks well risen and the fruit looks as though it's been distributed well. So we'll let that cool and then we will try some toasted with butter. So we're having my Christmas spiced fruity malt loaf, malted fruit loaf, whichever way you say it, for breakfast. It's the following day. I'm wearing the same clothes. Naughty. So Paul,
it's got a nice smell.
It has got a nice smell, I have to say. It's very seasonal.
Very nice.
It's like a tea cake.
Well, it is, yeah.
It's like a tea cake. Toasted tea cake.
I used to love toasted tea cakes.
It's
In fact, I still do.
It's not too spicy.
And it's not too sweet.
Not too sweet.
Lots of fruit.
Lots of fruit. The one thing I wanted to say, with the dispenser, when it dispenses the fruit, check that all the fruit has gone in. That's one thing to do, because a little bit of mine hadn't gone in because I probably put too much in.
Can you poke it in?
Yeah, it's not the end of the world. And the lemon. Delicious. Try it. Let us know in the comments below if you do try this recipe. And thanks very much for watching. We're going to chow down now.
You could make these into, if you took the dough out, you could make them into
You could.
batches, couldn't you?
You could, but it's just easier for the machine to do it. If you wanted to do it by hand, I have no idea.
I do.
This is a bread machine recipe.
There we are.
So let's eat and see you very soon. Thanks for watching. Bye for now. Delicious.